From COVID-19 crippling the nation to protests after the death of George Floyd and one of the most contentious general elections, 2020 was a year unlike any other. KCAU-9's Lydia Vasquez looks back at some of the most memorable moments of 2020.
The year began with the Siouxland community mourning the loss of two Hinton High School students and siblings after they were killed in a car crash in January.
It's just hard to see the kids struggling and the teachers and the rest of the staff struggling in that because, you know, they know them really, really well.
The tragedy brought Siouxlanders closer together as several districts showed their Black Hawk pride and support. Later that month, the House voted to impeach President Trump for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. It was only the third time a president has been impeached in American history.
Get these phony investigations over with.
President Trump's trial ended in February after being voted down in the Senate. Then in March, the global pandemic made its way to Siouxland in dramatic fashion, with the NAIA basketball championships being shut down in the middle of the tournament.
Minute and a half before our game, our coach came in and just told us like we weren't going to be able to play, and then we all just start bawling and crying, and we didn't believe it. We didn't think it was real.
The novel coronavirus shook rural towns and countries, and so did the death of George Floyd back in May. This sparking protests over the summer in Sioux City.
These are our bosses. These are the people that run the police department, not me. And so for us to come out here and to support this event and to support the cause is our way of showing that we have the same message and that we want to be together and that we want to work together.
First elected in 2002, Steve King faced the toughest primary campaign of his career in Iowa's 4th congressional district.
I told people that, you know, if you elect me to this job, I will burn the candle at both ends, and when I run out of wax, I'll come home. Well, I'm coming home for a little bit, but I'm not out of wax.
After abruptly ending the spring semester early, Siouxland school board members worked to implement a return-to-learn plan.
I want to be really clear with our community that if you don't want your student to wear a mask, then we have an option for you, and that's the virtual learning option.
With a push to get students back into the classroom, mandatory masks and hybrid options took effect for the beginning of the 2020-2021 school year.
My first thought is my pictures. You can replace everything, but I have all my family pictures.
In August, a lightning strike was blamed after a fire gutted much of an independent living center, displacing 20 residents.
This is not just a race thing, but this is just, you know, this is a cultural thing.
Following a summer of protests, members of City Council and the NAACP worked to create more inclusiveness in Sioux City government and in the community.
This is an opportunity for communities of different heritages and all those things just to be represented so that it just looks like what Sioux City, what the residents and the citizens of Sioux City look like. And again, it's not even just racial things, but like, you know, sex things, you know, men and women, are they represented well?
The committee will consist of 11 members who will be sworn in during the first City Council meeting of the year. In November, America held a tightly contested presidential election, and Americans had to change the way they went to the polls. After days of uncertainty, Democrat Joe Biden was elected the 46th president of the United States.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
Positioning himself to lead a nation gripped by a historic pandemic and economic and social turmoil. However, President Trump has yet to concede that election. Following the election, Governor Reynolds asked Iowans to buckle down and double down as the number of COVID cases and hospitalizations continue to rise statewide.
It's a little scary to have to close at 10 when most of your revenue is made between 9 and 2.
Putting curfews on one of the hardest hit industries throughout the pandemic. But arrival of a vaccine provided hope.
Been a real battle. It's really affected the health of a lot of people, and to be able to have something positive like a vaccine that may potentially be able to prevent you getting the infection and spreading it to others is a real game changer.
Vaccines finally make their way to Siouxland just in time for Christmas. While 2020 was filled with tragedies and victories, it will certainly be a year future generations will read about. In Sioux City, Lydia Vasquez, KCAU 9 News.